Welcome to another video in our series on Civil War military engineering. In this video, we hope to answer two questions. What is a pontoon bridge? And what type did the 97th US Colored Infantry have? As an engineer regiment in the Department of the Gulf, the 3rd Regiment Engineers, Corps d'Afrique, later designated 97th US Colored Infantry, was responsible for multiple pontoon bridge crossings during the Civil War. A pontoon bridge is a temporary military bridge made of wooden planks that are laid upon boats floating on water. These pontoon bridges enable an army to cross rivers when a standard wood, brick, or stone bridge has been destroyed or when a wooden trestle is impractical to construct or an additional bridge is required. Pontoon bridges accompany an army on the march in campaigns where bridge crossings are known to be needed. They're laid and taken up quickly, giving the army great mobility when on the march. The bridge materials can be utilized not only as bridges, but also as piers and wharfs to load and unload ships. Attached to the Engineer Department of the Department of the Gulf, the 97th US Colored Infantry used several different types of pontoon bridges. This video is an overview of those bridges. The men of this regiment, at one time or another, utilized 3 different types of pontoon bridges: an inflatable India rubber pontoon bridge, a wooden bateau bridge, and a canvas-covered wood-framed pontoon bridge. Primary sources such as company returns, journals, and official correspondence confirms that the regiment possessed these bridges and participated in pontoon drill often. Pontoon bridge material, with its boats and wood planking, was carried in wagons, along with additional wagons that carried anchors, ropes, tools, and other necessary pieces. The pontoon bridge train stretched out a very long distance. At times, the pontoon trains used by the regiment were as long as 48 wagons, requiring over 300 horses and mules. The pontoon bridge train with the 3rd Regiment Engineers, Corps d'Afrique, used during the Red River Campaign in the spring of 1864, was the 180-foot wooden bateau of Captain John J. Smith and consisted of 28 wagons. That wooden bateau bridge was replaced in the summer of 1864 with a canvas wood frame advance guard bridge. So what was the procedure for deploying a pontoon bridge? 6 different parties of men had specific tasks in order to lay and take up the pontoon bridges with great speed and efficiency, which was practiced often during pontoon drills. These teams were divided into abutment and approach, boat, bulk, lash, chess, and side rail crews. As each crew completed its task, the next crew would start to work on its designated task, building upon each other's completed work. Each group synchronized seamlessly to build a pontoon bridge with rapid deployment speed. When completed, a pontoon bridge was 13 feet wide, which was wide enough for infantrymen to cross at a walk, route step, 4 men abreast, and teams of horses pulling army wagons and artillery. Herds of cattle also crossed. Crossing cattle was the most dangerous. Once the army crossed the pontoon bridge, it was quickly taken up, loaded back up on the wagons, and moved forward to the next water crossing. The first type of pontoon bridge given the regiment was made of India rubber. The pontoons were rubber bags shaped like a torpedo. They were inflated and tied together in twos. These pairs of floats were placed and secured side by side across the water, and the bridge deck was laid atop of the rubber floats. The second type used by the regiment was a wooden bateau. Each boat was 31 feet long with a flat bottom and squared ends. These floats were very strong and held up well to the rigors of war. However, the wooden pontoon boats were very heavy and hard to transport. It took 20 men to unload each boat. In addition, it was hard to repair when damaged. For the last half of the engineer regiment service, the lighter and easier to work with cotton canvas boat was used. The cotton canvas covered pontoons required more maintenance, but were lightweight and easier to work with and transport. The 97th US Colored Infantry received this type of pontoon bridge and practiced laying it and picking it up continuously during the summer of 1864. With the need of pontoon bridges increasing, the Engineer Department placed Captain John J. Smith and additional lieutenants of the 97th US Colored Infantry on detached service, creating a separate 1st Company of Pontooniers made up of white soldiers. The pontoon bridges of the 97th US Colored Infantry were used in multiple military campaigns, including the Siege of Port Hudson in 1863, the Red River Campaign in 1864, and during the 1865 Mobile Campaign. Although cumbersome, the pontoon bridge train of the Engineer Regiment provided great mobility to the Army's striking force. Besides providing the Army ease of movement deep into enemy territory, the pontoon bridges allowed for logistical support and the ability to overcome multiple obstacles that a mobile army encountered. We've left out a lot of detail on pontoon bridges in this video, just to provide a single video that provides an overview of those used by the 97th US Colored Infantry. For more information on pontoon bridges and Civil War military engineering, check out our website, 97th USCT. Also, look forward to more videos on that subject on this YouTube channel, 97th USCT. Thank you for watching.